And it's the hypocritical rock. Keep Maine beautiful by painting the rocks pretty colors and put a bear on it, so, and a fishy, and it makes it okay. Oh, there's a little dearie over there. I didn't even see him. Keep Maine, at least it doesn't say keep Maine wild, right? Even though that's their motto in here. That's much better with hot water. It's like learning how to do everything all over again. There we go, look at that. Almost fresh shaved. Not quite as good as I do at the house, but I'll get better. Look, I even think I cut myself for the first time ever. Oh well. Uh-oh. Not starting this winter off very good. Well, I got it running. I guess E10, I looked up E10 and it means that 2 consecutive failed startups. She said that thing was smoking like crazy. It actually filled the van. I had to turn the exhaust fan on. The only thing I can think of is I've been bouncing this van all over. I did 70 miles today on the Golden Road, which is all dirt road, so 70 miles on dirt roads. I'm wondering if that is the issue, because this happened one other time, and it was the same thing. I was on back roads all day, so I'm thinking that maybe something's getting, it's flooding out somehow, and when I bounce it around, I don't know. But it's running now. I'm gonna run it on full bore for a while. And then that was the other thing I turned on this morning. I turned it way down. And then I did turn it back up for a few minutes and then shut it down. I don't know. I'd hate to run on high all the time. I know I think they put the lower setting on there for a reason. But it is so damp today. Still smoking a little, but I think that's normal. Like I said, I'm gonna let it blow all that carbon out. And I had it he's even smoking back here underneath. So, in the park, 20 miles an hour. Don't speed in here because they do have radar. And my son got pulled over last year. Put it on the back of your little thing you have to keep in the window all day, or all the time you're in here, I should say. Dinner's cooking. Fire's going, just waiting for Jake now. How close we are to the ranger station though. Good thing we're not big partiers, huh? We wouldn't get away with anything here. Van's first time inside Baxter State Park.
Let's drink up, your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want it, boy. The night is young and so are we, oh baby. So maybe you should.
Well, you win some and you lose some. So we're almost the intersection where the trail hits A-ball, and we decided to turn around because the wind's just getting worse. It's colder and colder, and it's just not worth it. Plus, it looks like it's going to be soaked in. Anyways, catch up with those guys. It's been very cold. I'm even cold today. I may have to rethink some of my layering to make up for all that fan I lost. Anyways, see you at the bottom.
The night is young, so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. You love me right. If you love me right, if you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer
So,
of our lives.
Todd didn't work out the way we planned it. Last night when my son got up to campsite, by looking at the previous, or talking to the ranger and finding out the previous weather report, he had said that they got, 4 or 5 inches of snow on the summit, and it had rained all day yesterday up here, maybe some snow at the summit. So we decided to skip Knife's Edge. That was the original plan, to go up over Knife's Edge and then the peaks. The wind on the weather report had said, what was it, like 3 to 9 miles per hour. Well, that wind was not 3 to 9 miles per hour. I know people always exaggerate wind speed when they, oh, geez, it was 100 miles an hour wind, and it's like, 15 or something. What is that? But it was whipping. I had pants on. This was my 5th time doing Katahdin, including winter, January, and this was the first time I wore pants. So, and I put them on at tree line, or right before we got tree line. So I started to suspect that maybe we'd be turning around at that point. This hike was for Becky. Jake and I have both hiked Katahdin before. Like I said, multiple times for me. Jake's, I think, just the one. Yeah, this would have been his second time. And she wouldn't have said anything. She would have toughed it out, but you could tell she wasn't having fun. So we made a decision to turn around. We got some great views up there, so happy with that. And then we got down and saw the waterfall we only saw in the dark. So it worked out good. I had a great time between exploring the Golden Road and hiking with them, camping with them last night. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. I don't look at it as a failure. Becky's new to hiking, I believe. I'm almost positive. Don't quote me on that, but she's fairly new to hiking, and she probably will, streamline her gear a little bit. Not that I think that would have mattered. It still wouldn't have made it more enjoyable. I think the only thing that might have changed any outcome today is the early bird does not always get the worm. That saying is bullshit. So we started at like 5 a.m. If we would have started at 9, maybe the weather would have been nice. I mean, we got above tree line at 8. We were above tree line at 8 or so, because we average over 2 miles an hour. So 3 miles, you're above tree line. So we started at 5. So we must have been above tree line by 6-ish. So it was still quite early, and we gave it until like 8 o'clock, and it seemed like it was getting worse. And we're like, at 8 o'clock, if it's not getting better, it may not, or it might be a while. So who knows what would happen. We passed all kinds of people on the way down. Going full time in this van in a week or so, and had the heater issue. I'm going to try the heater up again tonight. I'm actually heading to my parents' house for the night. I got one piece left to put in the ceiling. I left my insulation there. I know I said the other day that the deal for the day was to fill all this chaseway in with insulation. I thought it was in my cargo tote on the top, and it wasn't. So it's up to my parents' house. So I got to go get that. I'm going to insulate this, do that. try the heater out tonight and fix the water pump. Oh, and then the DC to DC charger, I got a new switch so I can turn it on and off from the dash. Right now it's on the sink, and I figured that'd be fine, and I hate it back there. So I'm gonna put it up at the dash so I can turn on my DC to DC charger while I'm driving. So I'm gonna get back on the road. Got about 3-hour drive to my parents' house, and I know you guys all got a kick out of this. Mommy, will you do my laundry again? It doesn't smell this time, but it does need to be washed. And I can't remember if she actually folded it. I should probably give her, thank you, Mom, for washing my laundry. I do think I told her not to fold it. I think I folded it. So anyways, back to the road. Back in business. There's the switches. The switch went. Well, water pump's fixed. And it'd be in the switch. If you plan on doing stuff yourself, make sure you get a multimeter. I didn't have mine with me. It must be my work car, which is funny because I have like 2 in my work car, cheaper ones. I do like mine. And I must have thrown it back in there because I did not have it. But my son has one in like every vehicle, just like I usually do. And so I borrowed his, tested. Well, my fuse panel actually tells me whether a fuse is blown. Nothing was blown. Came up here, tested the power just in case, even though the fuse wasn't burnt out, and we had power. Obviously, the ground was connected correctly because the light would come on the switch, which means that he needs that ground to turn on that little blue switch. So then I suspected the switch. We tested the switch, and you should have continuity between the two. Where are my switches? Instead of trying to explain it, I could show you. So on these switches, camera's over here, you have the one that's kind of like, I'd say gold color. See how it's different color? This is the ground. I always put that on the top, so that way all the switches stay the same. You can do them either way, and then these 2 are the switching ones. So one you put power on, and then whatever you're feeding. And it should be, when the switch is on, there should be continuity, which means that it completes the circuit when the switch is on, which I think would be that way. And just a little multimeter test. Oops. This one's down here. Buy one that makes a noise. So that means there's continuity. And it should read 0, like so, which is probably backwards because I'm using the selfie camera. And then, without this, you'd just be changing parts and guessing. Great thing. But I'm concerned about these switches. This pump has been hooked up in here a month. And my son was using the pump a lot yesterday at the campground, so I mean, I'm not saying he did it. I'm saying it gets used a lot. And if a switch is going to last me a month, I know these are cheap, but I'll have to be putting a switch in there every month. So hopefully that was just a fluke. None of the other ones are worn out yet, just the one on the water pump. So maybe wet. I don't know. But I've got 4 more. So I guess I've been thinking about moving it to the front. It's actually a nuisance because I got to kind of reach around the fire extinguisher and reach down. So it would be easier if it was in the front. When I'm living in here full time, I'll probably change everything. I'll be stripping the thing, ripping out the gutting it or whatever the word is, and starting over. We'll see. Oh, excuse me. My mother fed me fresh squash. I ate the whole thing, like the whole big squash. It's awesome. Didn't eat anything else, just squash. Salt and pepper and squash. But anyways, I'm going to do some dishes now. So here's my list for tomorrow. This weekend, the rest of the weekend. Did the brake light on the road. Just did the water pump. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do the DC to DC cutoff. I've actually have the switch in this one. It's this one right here. and I thought it'd be okay back here, and I don't really like it. So I bought this switch, and I'm going to mount this in the dash. I know it's kind of gawky looking, but it lights up, and it's different than all my other switches. And I'm going to put mount in it easy enough to drill a hole and mount this one in the dash. And so that will turn my DC to DC charger on. I'm going to finish the ceiling. I stripped down, ripped down, I guess not stripped, ripped down this piece to mount it in here so then I can put the tie and groove over. So I'm going to finish that up this weekend. Trailer hitch. I've got a trailer hitch with a ball on it that needs to be taken off and the new one put on. So I borrowed my dad's trailer and bring it over to the house I'm living in and bring a load of stuff to storage. And then I gotta do my laundry, which I'm going to try to pawn that one off my mother tomorrow. So that one should be an easy one. I have an Italian mother, so I should probably just scribble that one off now because that's a guaranteed one. Unless I forget to ask her or just hand it to her. I wouldn't even have to ask. I could probably just go up there and hand her my laundry. And she would do it and fold it. My mom's great when it comes to stuff like that. So anyways, I am down back. Woolly wags, whatever you want to call it. I do get internet here. Their Wi-Fi, I have an extender I put in the garage, so I do get Wi-Fi down here. I'm gonna work on a video for a bit. I just subscribed to Epidemic Music. $15 a month, but if I can get some good music out of it, I think it'll be worth it because I'm sick of surfing through YouTube crappy music and trying to come up with music. I actually, one of the last videos, that was one of the comments I had from the people I actually, that watch my videos that I know. Oh, about time you got some good music. So I'm going to try to do some better music on those. I think it will be worth the $15. What's more money? Thousands on cameras and $15 on this, $300 on editing software, blah, blah, blah. And return so far, but it is fun. It's a fun hobby's not supposed to make you money, right? So anyways, that's all I got. And then I'm going to watch, I got a TV show. I'll stream up Netflix since I have Wi-Fi or something. I'm exhausted. Great hike today. Even though we didn't summit, still great views. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. I've been on Katahdin a few times. I may have some video I can post in there, pretend I summited, because I'm sure I filmed it more than once and just never did anything with it. Story of my life. Anyways, I bid you all good night. I'll see you in the morning. Once again, thank you everyone for stopping by. And by the time you watch this video, I will be full-time in the van. Can't wait. It's so exciting and also so nerve-wracking. My next couple of videos are probably just going to be me getting ready for it, even though I'll already be doing it. So stay tuned and see you guys in a few days.